And now, the video you've all been waiting for. I've done my makeup collection, my foundation collection, my liquid lipstick collection, and now we do the highlighter collection. Highlighters are a little dream powder that you put on the tip of your little nosy and the top of your cheekbones and anywhere else on your body so that you look like a glorious little glazed donut. I'm a highlighter addict and I'm going to show you guys every highlighter that I own. This is one of those products where you can have one and be fine, but I have many because I have a problem. So let's get after it. The first one I'm going to talk about is this Tarte Skin Twinkle palette. It is a highlighting palette with 3 different highlighters, 2 shimmers and a matte. The matte one is very chalky and difficult to use anywhere except under the eyes, but the 2 on the sides right here are very creamy and blendable and wonderful, and they're really nice when you mix them together as well. Next up, we have the Natasha Denona Glow Palette, and this is just a large sized highlighter. I got this from beautylish.com. This is my favorite one to use on my actual body, so like tip of the shoulders, collarbones. If you put some down the front of your leg, like a stripe of highlighter down the front of your leg, it'll make your legs look thinner, so that's a little secret. So I love this one. It's not super duper intense. It's really nice just for an actual glow rather than a highlight. Let's move on to this bad boy right here. This is the Becca and Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection Face Palette. So it has this big ass heavy mirror right here, which is amazing. The mirror is really nice. Not only do you get the 2 highlighters, but you have 3 blushes as well. So you have Champagne Pop and Prosecco Pop right here. Champagne Pop, it's just the classic Champagne Pop, and Prosecco Pop is a very golden highlight. It's not a yellow gold, it's just like a straight gold. I'm loving it right now in my skin tone. It looks absolutely gorgeous on top of the cheekbones. I also have 4 ColourPop highlighters. These are cream highlighters, and I like a good cream highlight because you can build them up really easily, and it's just quick to just pat a little bit on your finger and then on your cheekbone and you're good to go. And they just melt right into the skin, and I really like this formula. It's the classic ColourPop formula. It's like a silicone cream pigment. I don't even know, but it's very bouncy and fun to touch. So I have 4 of them. I have the shades Wisp, which is my favorite of the 4, Butterfly Beach, Stole the Show, and Lunch Money. It is no secret that most drugstore highlighters suck. It's usually like a glitter spray over on the top, and then once you get past that first layer, it's like a chalky powder underneath. Makeup Revolution highlighters are so good though. You can get them at Ulta. I have the Vivid Baked highlighter. This is in the shade Radiant Lights. It's a whitish, goldish, pinkish highlight. Very, very pretty. There's actually a lot of pigmentation in this, and you get a lot of product for only $5. I also have the Makeup Revolution Shimmer Brick, and I've talked about this several times. The pigmentation in this is absolutely insane. I love this. $7, I think, at Ulta, and I mean, it's pretty good quality. These are definitely my top recommended drugstore highlighters. The price is right, you get a lot of product and a lot of color. Hey! Diesel! I have 4 MAC highlighters, okay? 4. I want more, but I'm usually asleep when they release the limited edition ones and they sell out within minutes, so the odds of me getting them are usually pretty low. The first one I have is a classic Soft and Gentle. It is a beautiful universal highlight shade, and it's just... you can't go wrong with Soft and Gentle. I also have one that I'm starting to run low on. This is the shade Fairly Precious. This is one of the limited edition ones from a while back, and I actually got this because I went into a MAC store on the day they released it. It was the MAC Pro store in Las Vegas that I went into. First thing in the morning, I was in Vegas on vacation and I was like, new MAC collection, we're going. I went in there and I was like, give me that. I also have the shade Perfect Topping, and this was actually sold out for a long time. This is a permanent in their collection, but it was sold out when it was brand new. So it doesn't really look super intense or anything, and it's not. This is another one of those ones that's more of a subtle highlighter. It's not like a super duper boom glow like on the cheekbone, you know? This is a really nice, just everyday go-to highlighter. My favorite of all of my MAC highlighters is this one. This is actually the newest limited edition highlighter that they came out with. This is in the shade Other Earthly, and honestly, I did not think that I would like this that much because it's got bronze and pink and silver, and I was like, silver, ugh. But when you mix them all together all at once, you just go back and forth with a brush and dust it on the cheeks. The color is so beautiful. You can see every shade on your cheekbone, but it's not like silver, and then pink, and then bronze. It's just like a mixture of all of the three of them, and it's perfect. This is so underrated. Such an underrated highlighter. Why didn't more people not buy this? I don't understand. It's so beautiful. Everybody went nuts for these for a little while too. These are two of the Anastasia highlighters. I have the shade So Hollywood and I have the shade Riviera. So Hollywood is one of the more popular shades that she came out with, and it's obviously like a true gold highlight. Tons of color in these highlighters. I love them. And then Riviera is gorgeous. It's kind of like a rose gold. It's more rosy than goldy, definitely. And I cannot wear this one right now. I need to have more of a tan to be able to wear this one because because of the rosy tones in it, it looks kind of like a darker streak on my face when I wear it when my skin is too fair. So this is not a fair skin person highlighter at all, but the shade is so beautiful. I already showed you my Becca palette, the Champagne Collection palette, but I have three individuals as well. I have rose gold, I have opal, and I have a single champagne pop. Opal is my favorite of the three, and the reason why is because I can wear it when I have fair skin, I can wear it when I have tan skin, it doesn't matter, it's universal. It is gorgeous, it just pops on the skin. It's also like a champagne-ish color. I think opal is actually more champagne than champagne pop. Champagne pop is more of a peachy highlight, but I don't care what the names are because they're just... This captured my heart when I first purchased it. You know, I kind of resisted buying it for a while because they're $38 each, and you know, that's, you know, when you kind of get up there in price a little bit, you really have to kind of think about it. Really, it's not really even a decision I need to make. I'm just like, mine. But I am so glad that I ended up buying this because I'm never going back. This is my #1 absolute top favorite highlighter of every highlighter that I've ever tried. Going back to Champagne Pop, as you can see, it's more of a peachy highlight. Absolutely gorgeous. This looks good on me no matter what time of year it is. Gorgeous highlight, same pigmentation and formula as Opal. It's just a slightly different shade. Very beautiful. And next up, we have Rose Gold. This is a close second for me because it's hard to say that this is not my favorite Becca highlighter. I love Opal so much, but Rose Gold, it's just so pretty. When I'm really fair, I use it as a blush topper. I use it as a blush topper today, and then I put a little opal right here because I wanted to mix both because I need all of the highlighters on my body at all times. This is definitely a close second for me. The shade is just so pretty. It doesn't come off as like being super pink when you apply it to the cheekbone, so it's not like pink streak right here. You just put it, boop, a little bit on the top of the blush and you're good to go. And it's so beautiful. It's gorgeous. Moving on to my one and only Hourglass highlight. These are a little too pricey for me, I think, because they're not as intense as I want them to be for the price. Does that sound cheap of me? I don't know, but these are pretty pricey. This is one of my favorite highlighters to use on brides. This is the Luminous Light one. It's just kind of like an ambient light. It's like a candlelit glow on the cheek without being in like a candlelit room, you know? It's kind of just that look. This is another one similar to the Natasha Denona one. You can put it all over your body and not have it look like you are a walking disco ball. If you want to look like a walking disco ball, you need a Bobbi Brown shimmer brick. This one is the Pink Quartz shimmer brick, one of my favorites. I kind of get in like these stages where, you know, for a month I'm going to want a bronzy highlight, and for the next month I want a champagne highlight, and the next month I want an icy pink highlight. So I have different shades of highlighters for like different moods. And this is so unnecessary and so first world, but you know. So this is the Pink Quartz one. I got this at, I can't remember if I got it at Sephora or Nordstrom, but this is a permanent one. They do come out with limited shimmer bricks every now and then. Perfect on top of the blush, but it's also just a perfect highlight because it's light enough to go on the cheekbone without looking like a streak of pink, you know? It's more of like a highlighty pink. I know good and well that at some point during this video I'm not going to make sense, and I think that time is right now. I also have this one. This is the Sandstone Shimmer Brick, and this one was limited edition. The ones that are permanent have the black cover, and the ones that are limited have a different type of cover. This one is more like marbly, you can see. Yes. This is so pretty. So pretty. This goes with any look that you want to wear on your face. You can pair this with whatever you want. This is also one that you can put all over your body. There's just so much pigmentation to these highlighters. Ugh. This is very similar to the beige shimmer brick. So if you want to compare the two, but I think beige might be permanent now, and this one was limited. Don't quote me on that though. Moving right along, I have this one from Victoria's Secret. And they used to actually sell Victoria's Secret makeup in the Victoria's Secrets where I live. And now they don't. Apparently they only sell it online. Oh, and did you hear that they're getting rid of their swimwear line to focus on their VSX line? I mean, everyone I know has Victoria's Secret bathing suit because they fit the best. You can buy separates. I wear a large on top and a small on bottom, and where else am I gonna find that? Where I can like go to the store and try them on and buy separates. You know what I mean? I'm not too happy about it. I'm also not happy that they stopped selling their makeup in the stores because I love this little highlighter. I showed this little guy in my very first YouTube video. It's very, very pretty. It's very similar to the Mary Luminizer from the Balm. It's a white highlighter with like gold flecks in it. So it's a very, very bright highlighter. But this is called Fixation, and do you follow me on Instagram? Because my name is BeautyFixation1. If you don't follow me on Instagram, we're not friends until you do. Also, check this out. 2 little miniatures of Becca Opal in the liquid version. This is so pretty. What I like to do is squeeze a little bit on the back of my hand and then take a damp beauty blender, stipple it into that, and then pat it onto the cheekbone. It comes off as like a natural-ish highlighter because it's a cream liquid formula, but then it's still like bring. Can't go wrong with this. A little bit goes a long way. I've had this for like a year and a half, okay? And I mean, it's maybe down to right here. And even if you're oily skinned, okay, oily skin girls, do not shy away from liquid highlighters. They are your friend, okay? Thank you so much. That's all I have to say about that. Last but not least, we have this little NARS. Well, they call it like a blush duo because it's, you know, most of the other shades are pinks to go on your cheeks. But this is a rose gold and a gold, and I mean, nobody's gonna use these shades as blushes, they're gonna use them as highlighters. And so I put this in my highlighter section in my drawer. There's a lot of color to these, not only that, but you can use them as eyeshadows. They are just really nice, pretty shades. You got a classic gold and a coppery rose gold. Do you see a theme throughout like my highlighters? Everything is like rose gold and gold. I really like this a lot. It's definitely overpriced at $45, but I mean, the fact that you can use it as eyeshadow too, that was my justification for buying it in the first place. And that is my highlighter collection. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you want to see more collection videos, just leave that in the comments below because I like doing these. I like talking about products. But I do hope you guys enjoyed. Please click like down below and subscribe, of course, if you're not subscribed yet. And I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.